How are we doing, guys? Moose here, back for episode 25 of our West Ham United Crew Mode, and it's an absolutely crucial game away at the Etihad Stadium to Manchester City. The champions here actually currently sitting level with us at 59 points with an even 19 goal difference, just like us. We do sit ahead of them currently in joint fourth because of our goal total for the season. So obviously it's a huge game. The stadium looking fantastic, packed to the brim, and it could really decide the way our season will turn out as we get closer and closer to the end of the campaign. We come out facing a tough City lineup in a 4-4-2. Sagna, Company, Magal, and Clichy across the back. Fernando and Torre partnering in midfield. Milner and Silva on the wings. Jovetic and Aguero up front. So obviously some huge attacking talent with Jovetic, Aguero, Silva, Yaya Toure, who can come forward from midfield. Some huge players we'll have to look out for. But we do counter with a little bit of a ragtag side, you have to say. We come out based on fitness issues. We lose guys like Valencia and Sacco. Carroll and Zarate up front with Morrison behind them. Noble and Malfitano and Song actually making up our midfield. And Joey O'Brien having to come in at right back for Carl Jenkinson based on fitness issues. But Fernando tries to whip a ball in the wing. It's cleared away nicely by Collins. Eventually a bit of a mess here before Aaron Cresswell is able to head the ball clear of danger onto the head of Alexander Song. He flicks it forward to Zarate, who's come back to help from his striker position. Lays it into Ravel Morrison. Plays it out wide to Andy Carroll. And we move the ball from left to right very well onto the foot of the French midfielder Morgan Malfitano. Uses a little bit of pace and skill to get around Yaya Toure into Andy Carroll. Plays a through ball to the diving, darting run of Alexander Song. Uses his pace and power to get the ball off of Bakary Sagna and gets right through. Smashes the ball past Caballero, and a bit of a shock 1-0 lead for the Hammers fans to latch onto in the 22nd minute. It's a beautiful goal. Look at the run of Alexander Song. I'll tell you what, if you watch it back, he makes that run as soon as he gets rid of the ball and just keeps moving up the field, snags the ball off the feet of Sagna. A good through ball from Carroll, you have to say, but it was a little bit lacking in its power. Song's determination, though, was able to get onto it, get him around and through on goal, and smash it into the back of the net. Zarate then nearly gives us a 2-0 lead. Nice fake shot to get around his man. He's making Sagna look an absolute mug, and then is able to get in on goal, but his finesse shot goes just wide of the goal. Sagna then getting forward, the former Arsenal man from his right back position, gets forward, plays into David Silva eventually, and the Spanish midfielder comes forward and goes with a header. A little bit of an interesting decision by him, but his header is well saved by Adrian to keep us one goal ahead. But Aguero, just coming towards halftime, is played through by Yaya Toure, and a swift finish on the turn. A fantastic goal by the Argentine striker, who's in fantastic form. Look at Torre just using his power on the ball. Gets a nice through ball inside. Winston Reed's not able to stay man for man with Aguero. And on the turn, left-footed finish past Adrian. Really cool, calm, composed by Sergio Aguero for his 10th goal in the Premier League this season to level things at 1-1. And City were not done. Just after the restart, Aguero with some unbelievable pace to get through. Song does really well to use his power to get a tackle on and force the ball away from Aguero, but it falls right to Yaya Toure. He lays it across the face of goal with a beautiful driven cross, and Jovetic on hand, the former Fiorentina striker, is able to finish the ball in the back of the net. Nothing Adrian could do there. Jovetic, just loses his man at the back post and is able to simply tap the ball in from 4 yards away. Really disappointing, shocking defending, to be honest. Take a look. Collins just gets a bit lost. He's drawn by the run of Aguero at the near post. It allows Jovetic to sneak in at the back post, and from 6 yards away, he's not going to miss. A simple side foot. Nothing Adrian could do. O'Brien doesn't get back. And Jovetic, who's been equally as dangerous as Aguero this year, picks up his 9th goal to give City the 2-1 lead. And then Silva ranging forward on the left side of the box, using his nice little Spanish skills to lay the ball into Fernando. It's headed clear, but eventually falls right back to the foot of Jovetic. We aren't able to clear the mess. Adrian comes out, gets none of the ball, and Stefan Jovetic gets his double-digit goal tally, his second of the game, to pick up a brace, and City are just running rampant on our defense. I'll tell you what, we were like a nice tasty cod. They battered us, fried us up, and served us for dinner. It was a fantastic bit of play for City in about a 6-minute in-game span where they were able to just dominate us and take the ball away and take a commanding 3-1 lead. But we do try to mount some semblance of a comeback with Ravel Morrison playing Zarate through on the left wing. The Argentinian striker ranges forward, plays the ball into Andy Carroll. His header right at the hands of the goalkeeper Caballero, and he's able to simply save that ball. Carroll would get another chance just minutes later as the ball's cleared away. It falls back onto his feet. He sprays it out wide to Matthew Jarvis, who's come on as a substitute. He uses pace to get around the back. Pablo Zabaleta plays the ball into Andy Carroll. His header goes just over top of the bar, looping past Caballero, but past everything really, and doesn't create any chance. And City just trying to add more insult to injury. Silva whips the ball in. Aguero with an absolute peach of a goal. What a stunner that was from the Argentine forward, who's in some sensational form. Arguably, obviously, in real life, some would say in better form than even his fellow Argentine compatriot, Lionel Messi, with the goals he was scoring. But what a finish that is from Aguero, arguably one of his best. What a ball in from David Silva, and Aguero picks up his brace to go alongside the brace of Stevan Jovetic, and that would finish us off for a 4-1 drubbing at the hands of the champions Manchester City, and it was well deserved in all facets of the game. They had 8 shots on target to our 2, dominated possession of the game. We had no one that really stood out. Adrian gets an 8.0 rating, but I have no idea how, considering the fact that he gave up 4 goals. But that said, Alexander Song didn't have a bad game. Also, he picked up a goal, so fantastic for us. We do lose Joey O'Brien to a broken ankle, which is a tough break for us. But we do have Jenkins as our number 1 right back, and we also have Guy Demel who can provide cover in the fullback position. So we should be all right without O'Brien for the time being. But with that said, we get straight into another game. Queen's Park Rangers currently sitting 16th in the table, while we now sit 5th, 3 points behind Man City, but joint 5th with Stoke City, with teams right behind us also in the running, so we can't afford to have a slip up this late in the season. QPR come out with a bit of a danger lineup with Vargas and Charlie Austin up front, with Leroy Fair looking to link up play in the midfield. So some quality players in their lineup despite them struggling, sitting in 16th right now. Some players we do have to watch out for. That said, we run out our diamond lineup again, hoping to exploit them. Sacco and Valencia back up top with Downing Singh behind them. Nolan comes in midfield, and we also see a return of Tompkins and Jenkins into the starting lineup. So some fantastic players that we've brought back in, and hopefully that will lead to us being able to dominate the play against a team that we really should be beating here. But QPR get on the right foot on the off, because Leroy Fair with an early chance. They're not really sure what Adrian was possibly thinking, just letting the ball fly over the top of him. It does ricochet off the bar, and we do escape. And Alex Song then gets away with a header that loops over the top of the bar, unable to put it away. Isla then getting forward from his right back position, whips the ball in. Fair has a header that actually hits off the post, and Charlie Austin is Johnny on the spot to finish the ball into the back of the net to give QPR a lead that really they honestly deserved. I thought they played fantastic football in the first probably 20 or 30 minutes. Really played well. Austin on hand to finish like he has been lately in the Premier League in real life. But what a goal that was. From a tight angle, you expect Adrian to be doing a little bit better as near post, but you can't take anything away. It's really tough for a player to get the ball on target like that, as Austin did. And it's a fantastic finish nonetheless to give QPR the 1-0 lead. But Valencia coming forward, gets played through. Nice little bit of skill getting around this man, but he puts a shot straight at the QPR goalkeeper. Doesn't test him at all. Tompkins then does really well in the 36th minute to win the ball away. And Isla, who had already been booked for the challenge that led to that Mark Noble free kick that you saw earlier in the highlights, gets his second yellow in 36 minutes and is sent off. And this will be an absolute game changer. I'll tell you why. For probably that entire 36-minute span, I thought QPR were dominating us. I was expecting us to get smashed again. We were playing terribly, weren't really creating anything. But Isla picks up that red card from the second yellow, and the game entirely changed. We get some huge chances here. Nolan played through with an unbelievable through ball. I can't believe he didn't score in that half volley. It would have been goal of the season material. Unable to score though. Good save from the keeper, and does lead to a corner for Downing to play the ball in. Looking for the head of Sacco. It's right over the top of the bar. Unable to score, but we started to dominate the game, and it was really 36 minutes of QPR having the upper hand, and from there the following 64 or 50 minutes or so, all West Ham. We didn't have a ton of chances in that first half, but we were dominating the play. We're starting to control the ball and create things. Creswell plays Alexander Song through here in a wide position, floats it in looking for Valencia. It comes away only as far as Alexander Song whips the ball in, and we're just creating dangerous chances here. Francisco Rodriguez, our young right midfielder who's come on as a substitute, plays the ball back to Alexander Song, who seems to be at the hub of everything for us right now. He's been fantastic. Into Downing, has a strike, and what a save that is from McCarthy, as Downing with an absolute smash from his left foot nearly puts it in. Collins on the ensuing corner forces McCarthy into another save, and the QPR goalkeeper was arguably the player of the match, holding them in it, giving them the lead for as long as he possibly could. Another corner here, Downing for Sacco. It's flicked away. Valencia shot is blocked. Collins with another chance. QPR clears the danger. That seems to be a refrain here. QPR just having to clear the danger, but Rodriguez with a beautiful backheel through ball to Carl Jenkinson into Sacco. His shot is saved, but Jenkinson right on hand for another huge equaling goal. He scored that stunner against Stoke City a couple of episodes ago that wound up being an equalizer for about 4 minutes before Stoke eventually nabbed the winner. But he picks up yet another goal as he continued his run forward after laying the ball off to Diafra Sacco. Gets on hand and floats a header over top of everyone. McCarthy unable to get back. He looked like he was impeded by a couple of his own players. And luckily for us, Jenkinson does at least hopefully salvage 1 point. Maybe a couple more if we're able to keep pressing forward with the man advantage. Cresswell floats the ball. We brought on Andy Carroll for a bit of an aerial presence. And his first header from 6 yards out goes just over the bar. Another corner here late in the game to try and give us the lead. Downing whips the ball in, eventually finds his way to the head of Matt Jarvis, the smallest player in that fray, but McCarthy makes a save, and that would be all she wrote. We pick up a 1-1 draw. And so that'll be the end of this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Obviously, it's Christmas tomorrow, so to everyone who celebrates, I hope you have a happy holidays, and we'll see you back in episode 26. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.